Welcome back. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to me, who followed me. Thank y'all for liking my video. Thank y'all for subscribing to my video. Thank y'all for doing the likes. Thank you really very much for the likes. Keep it up. I'm trying to get just as many likes as I do views. I put our video out Monday, and that video was about what's going on. I'll give you a quick update. I actually talked to Zwift, and I want to thank Terry G. I would put the email and everything we talked about, but Terry was very good and very open about let's get this thing solved, and he understood what was going on. And like I told him, we had a quick discussion about it. And I said I don't mind moving up to C, but if the thing is, if this metrics they have for the 90 days still go towards C, I'm still gonna get blocked and DQ. So what they're doing is escalating it up to their reporting. I think I want to say it's a performance reporting enhancement team or something like that, and they can flag it and set it up so that when I move, by me doing the power that I put out, like he said, he was a bigger guy, he rides on Zwift, and my numbers don't surprise him neither. He said that he would they're gonna escalate. They got to the managers, and then they got it's going to a moderator or somebody, and they're gonna escalate it. It should be solved. This was a talk with him yesterday. I want to say probably about Monday evening, that late Monday evening when we talked. So he said give it about 48 hours and we should have a resolution with this. So with that being said, I want to also say thank y'all for, man, I've got a lot of great comments. Thank y'all for being there for me, man. It's great, man. I just want to say, man, I enjoy the idea that, I'm doing this for a lot of people, not just for me. I may be an anomaly to this. I'm gonna put before I get on Zwift, like before I did the race, about an hour before I ever do a race, I get on my hydro and I race on there. You can see the results here or here. And you see, I like to place high every time I race this. I'm always, especially with my hydro, this is 7,000 people. My goal is always to finish in the top 250. And well, actually it's the 10%, which would be 750, but I always try to be in the top 250 of whatever I do when I race on Zwift. I don't care if it's 7,000 people in the race. I always try to be in that top. And with Zwift, it's no class, it's just race. So I'm gonna put the results up here so y'all can see them. I gave you the update on that. I want to thank my team for letting me ride with them. And with all of that being said, let's get into this race, because this is a nice race. So I'm gonna get into this race. So we're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Now, I did speed this race up because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was by myself too. After about 5 minutes into this race, I was pretty much by myself. The thing is that I have great endurance. I didn't realize I had that great of endurance. I kind of noticed it when I used to ride the hydro, and people be like, I'm gonna give you the example. If you ever look back at my hydro, there's a thing called drag on there, and that's how hard it is to pull the roar. And I said the default drag is 104, which was great when I first started, but as I got stronger, it felt like I didn't have any resistance, so I slowly started inching it up. Before I knew it, I was at 200. So it's almost double what the settings is. I think it maxed out like 300. So I'm not moving it up anymore, but that almost like having a super cardio workout, somebody told me. I didn't realize that's what I was doing, but that's what I was doing. In fact, I will show you my hydro one day, but my hydro sits in the gym. There's a board behind it because I don't do 1 minute races anymore. 1 minute races, I don't do them anymore. I don't do 5 minute races. I just do long 10-minute races and 20 and 30 and sometimes 45-minute races on my hydro. And the reason for that is because my hydro weighs about, I want to say that thing weighs about 100, 125, 130 pounds. But if I were to sit that hydro in a room, in a gym, by the time I finish up with a 1 minute race, I'll probably move my hydro like a real boat about 30 feet. I had to stop doing it because I was scared I was going to break the legs on the thing. I remember I told you I was too heavy for it when I got it. But when I really put power in and try to roll, I moved that whole thing. My doctor was over here watching me, my endocrinologist. She comes over when I juice. And she was watching me on the hydro, and she was like, she got scared. Her son got scared because the thing was moving. It was just moving like a real boat when I was rowing on it. And I told her, I have to watch it because if I get too hyped up on racing, I can run. I have to put a board between me and the wall so I don't slam into the wall. So with that going on with this race, as you can see, my whole strategy for this race was just to maintain 40 kilometers an hour. And that's what I did. You pretty much see that throughout the whole race. Um, for Markin, I want to say Mark, I'm gonna call you MS. I hate to say, God, I can't say that. Let me call you MK. Mark, let me call you M, man. You asked about, I think it was you who asked about you gave me information about the weight balance. Well, it's on here so you can actually see how it does. You see, that thing goes down to like -10 on that first lap. And I'm pushing it. You get to see how I'm pushing myself. And that thing is down to -10. And once I get over this hill, once I get over that second hill and get to go down, you're gonna notice how when I come down that hill, I'm gonna start taking deep breaths, and my heart rate literally comes back down to like 142 in like a matter of minutes. And that's what happens then. The rest of the race, it kind of sits about I don't think I ended this race like 154, my heart rate was at. I have because all the run I have done and all the exercise I do and the walking and things, I'm gonna do a month-end review tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow and it'll be up Thursday because I'm gonna try to update that because I'm doing my little personal Ironman triathlon. I'm doing my own little triathlon. I'm doing that because I've always dreamed of doing an Ironman once I started really walking, and I don't think I ever get to one. But the thing is that I enjoy working out. Like I say, the hydro, what I had put up there, I did that an hour. I try to do the hydro an hour and 30 minutes before I race, especially a long 20-mile race, because those are usually about an hour for me. I'm not doing the tiny races this weekend. I think it's BRTL. I think that's who it is. They have 100 miles every week, and it starts up like at 8:10. I think I'm gonna do my 100 miles this week because I try to do 100 miles every month throughout this year. So that's gonna be the week. That's gonna be it. I'm hoping to finish up under. I finished it last time at 4 hours and 39 minutes. This time I want to do the 100 miles. Let's shoot for 4 hours and 30 minutes. That's what I'm shooting for. 4 hours and 30 minutes this time to finish up my 100 miles. And that's what I'm gonna end up trying to shoot for this week with my 100 miles. I'm gonna like the idea of this because I'm actually coming into the 100 miles ready this time. Even like I said, I did the 100 miles last time, and that race was, man, it was fun. Plus, I'm gonna make sure I keep an eye on it. I'm gonna try to push past, so I'm gonna make sure I get my 100 miles. Hopefully, it goes through, y'all. Hey, we're gonna put the hand in there. Hopefully, everything works out right, and I get my 100 miles showing on the screen this time. But yeah, I think I'm shooting for my 100 miles this weekend. I'm gonna dodge everything else because I just want to get it in, and I enjoy it in the first of the month, so I need to get it in. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And then the next week after that, I'll do the tiny races for the rest of the month. And the reason for that is because hopefully everything's resolved in the next 48 hours. But I just like doing 100 miles, man. This year goal, like I told y'all, is total 7,500 kilometers, which is like 4,600 miles. This year, this month, when I get up in the morning and ride in the morning, I will cross. I think I'm ending up with like 410 miles this month for January. So that's a good thing for this month. And I'm looking forward to next month, just kind of increase so I can, by the end of the year, if I want to slow down, I can. Now, like I told y'all, when I came over the hill, you notice my weight balance is back down. You notice that? It's almost back full. And you remember it was -10 at one point. And that's how I do with this thing. I didn't know what the weight balance was, but after being informed and told what the weight balance, if it wasn't Mark, I'm sorry. Whoever told me, I'll go back in the things and highlight it on the next video and say thank you. But I think it was Mark or it was, God, it was, I should have looked it up. I apologize. Now, as I come around on here, you see I sped it up, man, because I'm just by myself now. I'm running at 38, 40 kilometers an hour. I look down and I'm like, wow. If that race last week had been 15 miles, I wouldn't have timed out because as the miles get longer and I take more breaks in the middle of the race, it kind of stretches out. So once they get it fixed, it's hard. It's easier for me to go over on short races because my power has nowhere to stretch out to. It's like when you make it batter and you building if you got it real early, it's real thick. But if you kind of add something to it, you can kind of, as it sits, you add stuff to it, it kind of makes it more poor and not more clunky. And so a short race make all my power real close and clunky. But if I get a long race, you see here, my 20 minutes, I keep it up there, my 20 minutes and my 5 minutes, you notice that they're lower than normal, but I'm studying because of the DQ right now until they get it settled. It doesn't show where I really place when I have my stuff up there, and that was kind of bothersome because I didn't know how close anybody was to me. So what I was doing with the earpiece in my ear, me and the team was talking, and what we would do is like, I just passed the sprint, where y'all at? And they go, oh, we're 2 kilometers from the sprint. And I'm like, oh. I'm sorry. I was like, it really was kind of like, it was weird, man, because I would be like, okay, I'm at the last sprint. And they were like, oh man, we got a little bit to get. We just slightly behind you. And I go, I'm passing the sprint, where y'all at? And they're like, we're coming up the hill. And I'm like, oh. It's funny that I'm racing now and I feel comfortable and free. But me being comfortable and free is not that bad. You know, I'm studying putting that thing up at 4. I don't mind. In my head, I don't care where the numbers land at. And then you see the weight balance, somebody was asking about, hey, my poor little draft, that little bottle just sits right there at the bottom. It's so sad. People write in and talk to the draft. Let it know that it's love. I'm just joking with y'all. But as you can see, I'm just riding. And I'm comfortable, and the weight balance, and I like the explanation. It tells me, hey, I'm running my fuel tank empty. And you can see, as I hit climbs, it runs the fuel tank. Now, the one thing that I'm doing new with the new map, I have to watch the corner up there in the west grade, and I have to watch the percentage because it really doesn't, it shows the hills if you notice, and I have to watch that so I know I'm going up the hill, and when I hit the hill, I'm having to get used to looking at that, but I like all the stuff that the sauce does. So that's why I leave it up there like that. I really enjoy everything that they do. I like how they put the thing, the interfaces to me is really nice. I really enjoy it. I really like how it shows, you can see right there where I'm getting ready to come to the climb, and I know I'm going to hit the climb. So there at the bottom of the climb, I know, okay, cool, I'm getting close. I look at the grade, see it starting to move, and I start putting power in. And that's what my goal was, is just to do that. And as I get closer to the end of this race, I'm feeling amped up, but I'm kind of feeling bad, man, because as of now with Zwift Power, my points don't count. But my team went on to, I guess they have another website that they use too, and it showed my results. I'm gonna put it this way, that because I didn't know how far somebody was behind me, I kept powering through this thing, and I had a significant lead. I really, y'all thought last week was bad. I really did. I didn't realize that. I just couldn't come out of it because I didn't know who was behind me, because Zwift Power wasn't read, because the sauce takes a lot of the information from Zwift. It's instantaneous from Zwift Power. So as it comes to my screen over there on the metrics of showing where I'm at in the race, you notice up there it says place 16, but I'm actually in first place. So as it coming along, I think because it don't know where to take my place from, it just, you see it going 8th, 6th. I'm really way in front. I'm way in front. I didn't even realize it went down. I thought it stayed up there at 16 for the longest. I stopped looking at it because I just didn't know what it was gonna do. And it's down to 5th place, but hey, look, I told you, I get to race now, and I get to race free, knowing that next week, most likely everything will be fine. And if I can make the race, I won't make these races a lot. Like I said, I'm a truck driver. I usually leave out on Monday and I come back Wednesday. And so I usually miss these races. I usually make the triple T races. So last week in this race is a very big anomaly. Next week, y'all guys, my team, most likely I won't be able to do it. I did tell my boss, because I kind of hinted at, hey, can I run like I did in North Carolina this week? I said, can I run another North Carolina next Monday and just bring a back home back on Tuesday? And I didn't say I'm racing nothing like that, but you know, I kind of like hinted at, hey, that's kind of fun. and hopefully he gets the hint and they let me kind of go up and come back, and I can make next week, and I'm pretty sure by then everything will be resolved. Um, uh, I don't know what else to say. It's so fulfilling to have people who support me really be there and be there to support me. And I also want to say, hey, look, y'all don't have to defend me. Thank y'all for what y'all do defend me. But y'all have loved ones, y'all have wives and kids, y'all have people that, husbands and things that y'all love. If you see somebody following something, man, let it go. Let it go. It's not that big of a deal. And in fact, I've never blocked nobody, but I probably am, because I don't want to make the experience for everyone else bad. So I probably will do that, but at this point, I don't have no, it doesn't bother me. At one point, I was almost 600 pounds. You hear every kind of thing you can hear in the world. I've never experienced something like this, so I'm not even worried about it. I also want to say thank y'all for also racing with me. Hey, Tandem, I saw you on there, man. Thank you. Hey, BB and all the rest of y'all, man. Everybody out there who racing. Hey, to my neighbor up the street in Clayton County. And I want to say this racing is about the community, man. The community who's here racing with me, the community who's here enjoying what we do. This is what this is about. This is about a kinship, man. It's kind of like we all come to this to enjoy it. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting no money. I don't think at 50 years old I'm going to become the next world crew expert. No. Right now, I have a thing that I'm pretty good at. I like to compete. I enjoy competing. It's helped me lose weight. I enjoy y'all, man. Thank y'all for always being there, man. Thank y'all for enjoying these races. You gotta look at it. I'm enjoying how I have to lay out. So anybody want to do the sauce, I'm gonna put this up there right quick. Anybody want to do the sauce? There's a couple of videos out there. Just put it on YouTube, and they're great at, I think I said Cy Barkley. That's it, Barkley. I think Bradley. Cy Bradley, I think that what it is. Cy Bradley does these, and he's good at that. And if anybody under Cy Bradley, you can see. I slowed it down here because I'm at the end. I'm showing all the results. You saw the team results before these results. These are off of Zwift. So you see, I won this race. I did not realize this by 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I didn't realize I had that much of a lead on this thing. Yeah, and when I talked, I want to also say, like I say, thank Terry for what he's doing. He's working over at Zwift. We talked on the phone for about an hour, and he reassured me he understands everything that's going on. So I want to say thank you to him. I also told him I was going to give him a shout out. Thank y'all, everybody who's supporting me. I want y'all to enjoy your life, stay warm out there, and ride on.